Welcome back. Dave Eling again with Veterans Did You Know, and we're talking about some legal issues here. And at the end of the last segment there, we're talking about filling out forms, and they would help you do that. Now, nobody can charge you. The VA does not allow anybody to charge you a fee for filling out a form and submitting a claim, whether it be a service-connected disability or aid and attendance, whatever. You can't do that. And so I said they would come down here and they could fill it out. They would be inundated. I mean, they would have this running along.
Yeah, we tried to do that, and we were inundated. We had so many people that needed our help, and we happily did it for a while. And then we realized, well, we're not going to be able to stay in business if we keep up at this rate. And so what we've done now is we're happy to help veterans with a VA application, but we do ask that we do some ancillary services for you as well. And certainly if you come down and you just need a little bit of direction, you know, Denise is always happy to give that to you. If it's something where you don't need those services, we make every effort to get you hooked up with the right people exactly. We just make sure to call up to Dave's office and get you situated with the right person there that's going to be able to help you. So that's kind of how we handle that.
But by doing the trust and doing the wills
sure.
and doing all those things, and the other thing we talked about is kind of cool. They got a great brochure here. It's one of the best I've ever seen put together. Kudos to you guys for doing this. And that's going to be linked. We've got a new website coming up, by the way. It's going to be called MuskegonVeterans.com. We hope to launch it here in the next few weeks. And on that website will be a tag to get over here to their website, and this whole form will be on it, which spells it out, everything we've talked about. On and on and on again, you go right through it. But kind of two interesting things there was the care contract, which was pretty cool, and we talked about the irrevocable trust. But what is the care contract?
Well, the care contract is, you know, so many times people, they want to stay in their house as long as possible. They don't want to go into assisted living if they can help it, and they don't want to go into a nursing home. And when you don't have the money to pay for professional home care, a lot of times what is happening is that you've got a friend or a relative that is coming over and they're helping take care of your daily living activities. And so in those situations, oftentimes the person might not be getting paid, or they might not even realize that they could set up an arrangement where they would get paid. One of the requirements to receive aid and attendance is that your medical expenses need to be in excess of your income. And so in the situation where you've got a relative that's helping out and you're not paying them, when we look at the medical expenses, there's not a whole lot there, not enough to where it would be in excess of the income. But if we do a care contract between the relative that's helping, as long as it's a non-spouse relative, these will not work for spouses that are helping. They can still live in the same household, but they can't be spouses. Is that right, Denise?
Well, I know actually it's if they come in and take care of them, because then they're getting the benefit of living in the home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
It can't be somebody living in the same house.
Right.
Thank you for clarifying.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So either a non-spouse or a non-live-in relative, then we can do the contract. And it simply just provides an hourly rate, that an hourly rate needs to be what the community hourly rate would be for this type of home health care. And we typically use $15 an hour.
That's good,
Yeah, we try to be conservative. It's a little low. You know, all the times when we...
$30 an hour, so come on, you're washing dishes here. You cut the front yard, it's not $30 an hour.
Yeah. And when we file these applications, we always err on the conservative side. You know, even when I'm looking at the assets, whether it could be 80 or 40, I'm looking at 35 or 75 or So, but with the care contract, again, when you plug in those numbers, it usually, when you're paying a monthly expense to that person, then you have enough medical expenses then that would be in excess of your income, which then makes you qualified for the VA aid and attendance. Now, the person that is receiving the payment is going to have to pay income taxes on it, because it's a job that they're doing and they're getting paid for services that they're providing. So they do have to report that income and pay income taxes on it.
It's the same if you hired a carrier agency from the outside to come in, a non-relative.
Exactly right.
To pay that, but that's what the aid and attendance will help you do to help you stay in your home and take that liability or that expense off that you're just paying out of your pocket for, and just watching everything just dwindle away and stuff. So. All right, so that's another thing that they can help you complete. You know, it's a charge to do it, but believe me, what they save you is just pennies of what you're going to get in, and benefits you didn't even know that you had, and putting money where you want it to be, and protecting stuff. And then you have the security of knowing somebody who has the legal background and knows what they're doing has protected this in your savings on your street.
Yeah, we always look at everything that the client needs. So when they come to us, maybe they are just coming solely for aid and attendance, but we want to make sure that they have the powers of attorney that they need in place. And those powers of attorney, unfortunately, don't work so well with the VA, because the VA has their own rules. They have their own powers of attorney and everything, but they work everywhere else. So we make sure that they have their healthcare power of attorney, their financial power of attorney. We want to make sure that if they need a will or a trust, that we can take care of those things for them. And we really look at the whole. We don't just look at the aid and attendance part of it. That's an aspect of it, but we want to make sure everything is taken care of. Beneficiary designation forms for life insurance or for retirement plan assets, we make sure that those are all completed properly so that your wishes are honored if something does happen and you pass away. So we do take pride in looking at everything and not just taking one element of it and doing that only.
And I can tell you, I've seen a number of veterans down here, and widows, or before they became widows, and the estate planning is very important. You can't put a price tag on that of having stuff go where you want to go, and there's peace of mind knowing that you're going to be okay. This is what you need to do to make sure that you're okay. And if one of the spouse is gone, the other one's going to be all right. They're not going to be destitute and thrown out of the house or whatever else. But it takes some planning, and that's what these folks are professionals at, and that's what they do. And they plan this out. But again, this brochure is absolutely stunning. Great job at it, and it's one of the best I've seen. Now, the other thing is as a veteran, in the old days, I say, not too many years ago, if you filed a claim against the VA for a service-connected disability and they denied you for whatever reason be, you could appeal that, but you could never get an attorney like you can on Social Security. On Social Security, if you're denied Social Security benefits, you can get yourself an attorney who's a professional in Social Security disability and represent you and fight that claim for you and walk through that landmine of Social Security stuff. And the VA never would. And as veterans, we said, well, this is not right. The VA is our Social Security for veterans. Basically, it's our security net here. And if I apply for you and you turn me down, why can't I get an attorney and come back and have an attorney represent me? It used to be just a veterans organization, but finally a few years ago they said, you know what, you can get an attorney. And then that's what prompted Anna and Linda to go back and get their certification. And believe me, we're like anything with the VA, the government, it's, I don't know why you do it sometimes, because it's crazy trying to deal with the government on stuff. It just, like they put these landmines out there and they want you to step on them and they say, oh, geez, sorry about that, but go back and start over from square one again. But these ladies, these attorneys have taken that and are certified. Both of them are certified. So if you're a veteran and you were denied a service-connected disability and you just kind of let it go, maybe you got a year to appeal that, and you want to get yourself an attorney, come down and talk to them, and they can see if they can help you out with that and get the representation that you need. But this is a program. It's a service. It's something everybody needs to look at. I mean, a lot of times you talk to attorneys, you get afraid. It's like talking to a doctor, you're afraid. But they're professionals. And believe me, they're going to walk you through this. You can say, "Well, I am so glad." I was myself personally. I said, "I'm so glad I came and talked to you guys because it's just a relief that you can't get anyplace else." Stay tuned. We'll take another break here, and we'll be back in just a few minutes.